and complete your task. Death to Kronos.
Death to Kronos.
While you just joining up, welcome.
Grave Thirst activated.
Pick on someone my own size.
Commander, you once held a place of honor in my father's house, so you must know Cerberus. I think I found him in the morning fields, coated in miasma, heads to paws. Was he always prone to uncontrolled fits of rage?
Oh no, he mostly sat around. We go way back, it's just... I kept strategically afar, seeing as he's kinda like a dog and I'm kinda like a bone. So now he's giving you some trouble, huh?
It's not his fault. Kronos must have cast him from the house and put him out to pasture. But if I can just break through all that grime, I'm certain I can calm him down.
He never did like that, just so you know. Like getting stung by bees.
Commencing. It's now or never. I draw you down, O Moon. Lend me your light.
If the might of Olympus were sufficient, the gods would have already put an end to their predicament. Time itself is against us, yet this is precisely the time for which we Silver Sisters have prepared. The choice is yours. Night Bloom. It is yours.
Some sort of gateway on the ground.
You were remarkable.
It wants some of my life essence before letting me in. Fine, it's only blood. Where in the... Who in the... What sort of boon is this, in such a place? Well, in the name of Hades, Olympus, are you there?
Olympus cannot hear you, spawn of Hades, but I can. And I have for you a proposition. Assist with a quandary of mine, and benefit. Your response.
Almighty Chaos. I'm honored to make your acquaintance. But what sort of quandary would concern the origin of all existence? And how do I fit in?
Time shall tell. But at present I have inferred that your response, in essence, was affirmative. Thus may our newly formed arrangement prove most interesting. Accept my mark and go, and later I shall open the abyss for you again.
There. Just have to live with the side effect for now. ashes. Fine work as always. You can sense it, can't you, my lord? The mark of primordial chaos. It seems I have another patron from the ranks of the Chthonic gods. Fair trade.
My blessed made it all that way on just a rickety old wooden ferry boat. Must be a litany of fire safety hazards there, although plenty of water near with which to put them out.
No gold, no sail. That gloom, a shadow spiller. Not finished. Back to the dock with you.
The fates themselves knew Kronos would be overthrown by his own kin. We've done it before, and we're going to do it again. Your assistance in the matter is appreciated.
Thunderous power. Pathetic.
my niece. You've heard from those of us upon this mountaintop, but Zeus sent several of his children to take care of things down closer to the base. They're probably just fine.
The ocean's fury.
Sure enough. Hermes urged me to address a certain matter with you here. However, my view is you are unprepared for the surface as of yet.
Meaning you won't lift the wards barring the path to the surface. What if I remove them myself? I've seen how you do it.
Then you'll be more prepared than you are now. Till then, remember your objective lies below, past me. Cross flames burn! Selene smite you. Sisters, to me! Asgion Kataski. How did that miss? All right, stand down. You have grown physically quite strong, but spiritually more is to be done. The Altar of Ashes. There is an incantation that may make your nightly meditations at it better spent.
The consecration of ashes. Yes. My keepsake's manifest. Should I change things up? The bones. Down I go. And there's that rancid scent. to recharge. Let me help you. Be free. Breathe it in. Down we go. Olympus, I accept this message. Surging on.
So I was like, no way. Then I go, wait, what if? Remember that one, man? I know you do.
As you've made no attempt to snap my head from my shoulders, unlike many other things lurking about, I'm compelled to give you this. Just as a casual acquaintance, to be clear.
You give me such tokens of affection, full knowing I've already got a lot of them, and more importantly, am spoken for. Fine. Here's something to remember me by.
How could I ever forget you, Narcissus?
Sometimes I wonder, what would it have been like were I not so unbelievably attractive? Some things would have been easier. Not having everybody fall in love with me. Maybe arithmetic.
You're concerned that you're too winsome for your own good. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I don't find you particularly attractive.
Oh, I know you don't mean that. Though I appreciate you trying to comfort me, as a friend. Sure thing.
Thank you. tides come in.
Look at here. The sea can be a dangerous place if you don't know your way around, lady. Oh, though it looks like you figured that out all on your own.
Everything is damp and reeks to the heavens, and now I'm forced to listen to your snide remarks. And your insufferable song, I suppose.
You're damn right. And we'll keep playing our song until it's pitch perfect. It's a work in progress, so don't hold your breath.
I almost pity you your wasted efforts.
Get out of my head. You know what they say, Phrynos. Failure is the greatest instructor of all. They were all so happy together, weren't they? And oblivious to the Titan's threat. Dora must be hiding for a bit. Lord Moros is away. Interesting. So it is written.
Malinois.
Last night, Headmistress, I traversed a gate that led me to the depths of chaos, where I met its host. I've heard so much from you of Nyx, yet somehow I never expected to meet her mother and father. Of all creation, not just her.
An audience with primordial chaos. I'd not entirely expected that. Although, given that Nyx herself has not been seen since Kronos took the House of Hades, I am unsurprised. There is no fury like that of a parent bereft of their child. Does chaos seem an ally to us, then?
I believe so.
Well, thank you, Nyx, for that.
I need to make my own way to the surface. Welcome, Lord Charon. Yes, Lord Charon. You'll have what gold I may find, as I require what supplies you may spare. New shipment there. Perfect condition. Could use this.
Up and about.
How long has it been since you visited the surface?
Too long. Cooped up here now in case you hadn't noticed. But it's a lost cause anyway. Why do you ask?
Hermes requested that I pay a visit when I can. Figured I should ask if you had any notes.
It's like I said. The dead are out and about up there thanks to our Titan friend. You'll feel right at home.
Sounds great. Our cauldron.
So, there's a bit of a new wrinkle in our plans. We've been able to verify some of the details that Master Hermes suggested to you about what's brewing on the surface.
Please tell me what you may. And if you think it wise for me to deviate from my objective to address whatever's going on up there.
The forces of Kronos gather to sail on Olympus through a channel cut across the land. You're poised to disrupt the enemy ranks from within. Aid Olympus, and your chances against Kronos may improve.
The warded pathway leading up should drop me right into the heart of our foe's forward garrison. It seems so reckless.
Call it a calculated risk.
Not even the wiles and stratagems of that resourceful sacker of cities, Odysseus, may be sufficient to overcome the Titan of Time.
They say never to underestimate that man.
Come on.
Hey, I suspect I know the answer, though I don't suppose you want to pay a visit to the springs? Clear our heads?
Oh, appreciate the invite, but I'm on guard duty right now, probably until time claims us all. And this suit takes forever to get on or off.
Could ask someone to join me for a soak. The ashes remember. The messenger. Just as I thought. No use. What's that one do? Ought to help. I'll find more bones with this.
I rise again! What a chap! I trust that the enchanted tooth I proffered you has proved invaluable. Although since you're already back, perhaps it wasn't quite invaluable enough.
I'd surely not have gone as far without your keepsake, Commander. Though, why is it known as the Lucky Tooth? Was there another of its kind?
Oh no! It is truly a unique artifact procured in my travails. An artifact with which you'll cling to life as might a sailor on a sinking ship.
That's very vivid. Here we go. Death to Kronos. I bid you shine for me again tonight.
I held to faith your task would not require you above, only below. But Hermes indicates the threat here on the surface now looms larger than we thought. Rise to us then, whenever time permits. Please make your choice. Total eclipse.
Together we shine.
Together we shine.
own sister, whilst out hunting for our enemies, stumbled upon a long-lost relative with the Witch of the Crossroads. Why, I was overjoyed and furious at once.
I see something for you.
Predictable. Be again at peace. What do we have in here?
What do you say we cut the song and dance and set you up with something positively brilliant this time? See here.
The welcome solitude.
Ash of the Dead. Just a small sip. Don't be afraid. Again. You again. Return to dust. May moonlight guide you.
I know it's not an easy trip, or even possible for you right now heading all the way up here, but just imagine how hard it is for our family to swallow our pride in our Masquerade. Things are that grim.
to might.
Silken finery, so soft and fine. My finest customer.
Peace, Arachne.
Why, that's the sash I gave to you. Isn't it so very soft? May it help keep you warm and safe, wherever your journeys may take you. Now, here's a little something to match.
Tucked away.
Come back soon.
Guess who, Sunshine? It's fortunate the underworld boatman's still plying his trade even during a downturn such as this. I trust his prices have gotten better at least. Or perhaps worse.
The might of Olympus. Lord Charon, Moros returned. He's joined us at the crossroads. Now we've no fewer than 3 mighty sons of Nyx within our ranks. Granted, one's always fast asleep. Forgive me, I must not have understood. Hypnosis of greater use this way. Until we meet again.
Breathe. Now that's a sight. You bearing down on me with that gigantic moonstone axe. Wasn't certain you'd prefer that one.
Zorafet is weightier than the other arms, but having an axe such as this in woods such as these has been convenient overall.
Well, much as I hate to inconvenience you, I must. Although that monstrous thing suggests this oughtn't take too long. Cross blades! Come, sisters of the dead. Twilight curse. Loaded. Present future. May all your enemies beyond succumb to you as readily. Return to Shadow now.
Outlasted her. He's back.
How fare you, little one?
Which keepsake now?
Which rock did you crawl out from under, My forces, they are terribly confused. They have no idea where you live. So I thought I would attempt asking you nicely here.
I live in your nightmares, Titan. I thrive on them. I'll see you dead, and then destroyed. However long it takes.
However long it takes. You speak of inevitability, little one. A subject on which I happen to be the expert. As to whomever sent you after me, I shall find them.
We'll see. The air's thick. Going in. Those spots again. Some limestone.
Man, you are so... Oh, know what I mean? Don't worry, man, she's not so bad. She doesn't stay for long. Soon it'll just be you and me again. And all those shades back there.
Pardon the interruption, Narcissus. Were you just speaking to your own reflection there?
They're always quick to judge, aren't they? Look, Laurel or whatever your name is, you'll never understand what I've got. Don't even try. Now leave, okay? No, stop.
You shouldn't have crossed me. one's fault. Damn it! Superior might. Nemesis.
Bad idea. Missed all the fun. But at least you won't have to get your hands dirty this time.
Nemesis, what are you doing here? Who's standing watch at the crossroads?
They'll manage. I'm on break. Tell Hecate you saw me, you'll regret it. And you're welcome here and safe, seeing as I cleared the path for you.
I don't need your aid in this, other than the responsibilities you've already been assigned.
Really? Look like you could use all the aid you can get. Here's something for your trouble. Then I suggest you move along. Don't mess this up.
Gone.
Oh, Hecate's your teacher, is that it? Known her since I was probably your age. Right proper dame. Been far too long since last we saw each other, come to think. What can you do? She hates everybody, I hate everybody.
Possible exchange. Limestone.
Hello. Oh, good. You're just in time for a set. Been working on a song called I'm Gonna Claw Out Your Eyes Then Drown You to Death. Comes from a real personal place.
Is it any better than the one I heard on my way in?
No, it's not, because all our songs are the best. Each like a perfect little child. Not a bad one, like you. And go.
survived all that. Another pearl. My keepsake isn't doing any good. The pin.
Collected works of sailor slaying Scylla and her sirens lie conspicuously scattered here, imparting vengeance on the sensibility of those who dare to take a closer look.
You're such a mess, that little dress. Oh gods. Time to dry off. There's no clear path in sight. Follow the golden petal path. More corrupted. Ashes. Enough. Spilled half my blood back there. There we go. Could get going now. I have to go now. A phantom there. How many mortals have you tormented? In the name of Hades. Glass rock. Someone there. Someone there. Someone there. Someone there. I mean you no harm. I mean you no harm. You no harm. No harm. No harm. That makes two of us. What ails you, Shade? Is there something I could do to ease your burden? I could ease your burden. Your burden. Your burden. don't know who you are, but thanks. Few things to find. There's one. Where are the other two? It's over. There's the bell. Olympus, I accept this message. And we're off. I can get out now. Where to? Hear me, on my authority. Some seeds. You'll soon feel better, Cerberus, I swear. beast. Cerberus can't see through his rage. He needs our help, Phrynos.
Hey. Hey, Mal. I was just floating. Floating around, I guess. And existing. Just kind of existing a lot lately. You?
Failing, making progress, I don't know. Speaking of, shouldn't you be practicing your haunting, Dora?
Oh, yeah, no, I thought maybe I'd take a break from that. Why do now what you could do later, right?
For the sense of accomplishment?
My greetings.
I was thinking about a visit to the hot springs and thought you might be interested, my lord.
Respectfully, Princess, I've passed events to document, so I had better not. Some other time, perhaps?
You must know what I'm about to ask, Lord Moros, especially since I promised many questions. You mentioned you were on a fruitless search. What was it that you sought?
Oh, well, the Fates do like to send me off to fetch them this or that now and again. My search in some respects was similar, though I'm beginning to think they tricked me.
They sent you to find something that couldn't be found. And you can't just tell me what it is, can you?
I think they simply wanted me out of the way. Although I shouldn't speculate or further speak of this at all. Apologies.
I understand.
Prepared for more?
At the edge of the morning fields, I faced some sort of dark, infernal beast. 3 monstrous canine maws, bellowing with fury and sorrow. It was my family's old dog, wasn't it?
Through Odysseus, we have a few reports about a creature fitting that description, more or less, but Cerberus was red in hue, as blood. Nevertheless, a stay within the fields could have transformative effects. Wretched thing, torn from its home.
He doesn't seem to know who I am. Whether because it's been too long or there's too much on his mind. Mind? But I felt a flash of recognition. He isn't too far gone, is he?
The nature of the beast can never change. Like us, however, they at times must fight the demons that torment them. A battle in which you can assist. Trust your training. And perhaps he can yet shake the spell that's overtaken him.
I'm certain that he can. There's more I can do with this cauldron. This one. Essences of shadow to the surface rise. This'll take a little while. I've need of that. More ashes.
We're getting nowhere. I should be out there fighting, not standing watch over a place nobody comes to uninvited. Damn it.
I think the circumstances justify heightened security around here. But if you don't, go take it up with the headmistress, not me.
Ugh.
The unhappy goddess of comeuppance casts her judging gaze on all within the crossroads, which she safeguards out of duty and of spite.
Don't want to get on Nem's bad side.
Whatever.
Let's see.
Live and thrive. Why not send Nemesis to the surface in my stead? Even if I undo the wards sealing the path, I don't know that I'll last long up there.
The matter on Olympus isn't as personal for Nemesis as it is for you. And she hasn't been especially receptive to suggestion recently.
No, I suppose not. May you have pleasant dreams for as long as you slumber. And if and when you finally wake, know that this nectar shall be waiting for you.
Welcome to the...
Wait, welcome to the what? I shouldn't. Odysseus, how about alleviating the rigors of all this tactical planning with a visit to the springs?
I really do appreciate the offer, Goddess. Just... I think your headmistress would rather I stay here. You understand, don't you?
Maybe some other time. Focus. I see it now. I can't. I'm at my limit. The Swift Runner. The Swift Runner. I'm rested well enough. The shard. The tablet. The arms of night.
And that
This has great
concludes
thirst
our
this
lesson
eve.
for today. Eddie's. Stick has got some heft. I understand you ventured to the bottom of the sea. I too have been there in those depths, young one. But once, a while back, and briefly, I might add.
Of course. You were a famous mariner in your mortal days. But then you finally met your end beneath the waters upon which you sailed?
Nah, it was way more glorious than that. You all see that technique?
I'd best be off. This is my path. Further refined.
is time itself. Thus, by his nature, we can never be entirely prepared for him. He seeks the downfall of Olympus. But how exactly, we still do not know. Which suits you?
I do have gold to spare. I'm ready. If you'll permit me, Almighty Chaos, I wish you to have this gift of nectar, in accordance with my family's custom among relatives and friends. None of this would have been possible if not for you.
I shall grant you this wish and the freedom to bestow upon me further gifts as you see fit, for I have familiarity with this custom of yours, and am prepared to reciprocate.
Whatever this is, it's remarkable, truly.
When I created life, I had my doubts. Would it invite more problems than it solved? I would be curious to see. Thus my experiment continues to unfold. Its outcome, yet uncertain.
Almighty Chaos, with your experiment so vast in scope, what can one individual achieve? The quandary you mentioned when first we met, what would you have me do?
Spawn of Hades, I ought to clarify I do not care for idle talk. Ask me no questions. Respond only when prompted, or when necessary in the absolute. But above all, do as you will.
Chaotic might.
Return now whence you came.
I have the gold.
The Titan's coin that you exchanged for this message. We shall find all of it, melt it down, and return the gold whence it came.
I see. I did encounter her, my lord, and I thank the fate Selene's light is visible in Erebus, for I know she cannot shine much farther past the edge of this realm. And you as well.
To settle a family dispute, eh? Especially productive, seeing as we can't even kill each other, as old Kronos himself can attest. Oh well, plenty of work for me. Done and done.
The Forge of the Heavens.
You've grown so tired flying to and fro. I'll wrap you up, sing you soon to sleep. I'll drink of you and leave.
You've been so busy, Arachne. Not just all these dresses, but All Erebus is teeming with silken cocoons. You're certain it's all right for me to break them?
Of course, you big silly. What, do you suppose they're teeming with my countless brood? By the time you see a cocoon, anything in there is either for you or was out to get you. Now here. It's all yours.
I can use this.
I'll be right here, all right?
shot.
See that?
Thought I'd drop in. You bested Sister Hecate. She told me so herself, and with, dare I say, more than a hint of pride. Though she's intent on testing you still?
She always said I can't beat Kronos if I can't beat her. And so we spar. I think she's gone easy on me to boost my confidence.
Well, I can plainly see she failed. Gone easy. If there's one thing the Witch of the Crossroads hasn't ever done, it's that. Very well. See you.
Fight on. Here's the gold.
There you are. There's not much glory in confronting adversaries one-to-one. I myself invoke shades of the dead to alter the odds. Some may well favor you instead.
Perhaps if I brought with me a legion of animal familiars next time, Headmistress? Not that any beast would bear its fangs at you.
You jest, yet a familiar may be of considerable benefit given all that you have to do. A possibility to think upon once you are rid of me. Now the crossed flames!
Huh.
Divide and strike. Do bring an animal familiar along next time, if but to keep things livelier for me. We have the means to keep them safe, even in scuffles such as these.
Faith of familiar spirits. They should work on Phrynos, or the house. I prevailed. At last. Something new there. Heading in. Keep practicing, Skilla. As expected. Remember me, Serpent? Hideous thing.
Where in blazes are you now, Sunshine? It's like you're at the bottom of the sea. Wherever it is, it's awful dark. And as you know, I've always got the cure for that.
Adequate. Come.
cliche. From nothingness sprang all creation, light and darkness, and the world itself. Yet all that nothingness remains, carefully tucked away where none can find it, save for those invited in.
Let's keep our voices down. May I?
Hello? How did you like our latest song, lady? Be honest, there's no right or wrong answer, okay? We thrive on feedback from our fans.
If you seek feedback from your fans, ask them. As for me, I felt the chorus was catchy enough, but the lyrics and their disturbing themes were rather distracting.
Disturbing? Distracting? Compelling! That's what good music is. That's what Skilla and the Sirens are. As for our song, you'll understand it better if you give it another listen. We are Skilla and the Sirens!
Can't right now.
Jetty, everybody!
Show's over. First tunnel to my right. Carefully. Closer now. Mustn't stay for long. something for me. Now my reward. Myrtle. Illuminate my path. Petals from a golden bough. Found the bough. Come fight me. Two to go? Mommy eye. That was careless. Such secrets in this stuff. I should be able to get out, I think. It's only me. Who are you, may I ask? Who are you, may I ask? May I ask? May I ask? Well, I can sense you're of no danger to me, so... I am Melinoe. Family business down in Tartarus. And you are... Do I hear an echo? I am Echo. 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 For me? You sure? Sure. Jaskura grows in strength.
A deep ravine within the Fields of Mourning spreads forth like a gash across the underworld's heart, and even hateful spirits know to stay away.
Need to keep pushing forward, out of here. Those poor shades. Flourish. Stay where you are. It's cleared up.
Officially, I'm keeping tabs on you. You're not supposed to know, just so you know. I tell Olympus all the latest happenings, nothing too private, mind, and then I tell you more. Just keeping tabs on everyone, I guess.
Time to send a message. I don't think so. Return to Shadow now.
Give up already.
Get out of my head. Well, that was a decidedly unhappy place, wasn't it?
Fear me. Oh, what gives there, Mel? You look like you've seen a... I don't know, but whatever it was, it got under your skin. Oh, skin seems nice.
I'm all right. Just a little shaken. First nightmare since all this started.
About time. You were past due. Oh, how scary would you say it was compared to,
The terrifying visage that you see before you now?
Not even close. Say, Dora, would you mind accompanying me over to the baths? I'd hate to think they aren't haunted.
Do I want to float aimlessly in some near boiling water? Do I ever? What are we waiting for? Wonder if I was ever shy about this kind of stuff.
You still can sense something of the water's warmth, can't you, Dora?
Well, I can see all the steam rising, which I associate with warmth, so
I guess it kind of tricks me into thinking warm thoughts. That doesn't sound so bad. Though you do remember what warmth was like then, from your mortal days?
Not really, no. I guess I've just heard so much about it. It's like I've experienced it myself.
Oh.
Well, that was basically like floating around in your tent, though I appreciate it nonetheless.
Where's Lord Moros? Headmistress is away. The incantation that Headmistress taught to me. The wards for my protection I dispel, for I am ready now for heaven as for hell. So mote it be. If time cannot be stopped, then we shall see. If spill my blood I must, so mote it be. So mote it be. This should work. You're here, Lord Charon. I shall, my lord. Until then, we each have our tasks to complete. Something for me. Right on time.
Try again. Another failed attempt. About ready to give in? You don't have the fire. This isn't personal enough for you.
Isn't personal? You don't see my mother around either, do you, Nem? Nor my father, nor my brother. Kronos took them all.
I lost more than my mother, too. And I knew mine. What's yours to you? All you ever did was fall out of her womb.
Silence.
See Charon's latest haul, Goddess? Shipment by the riverside. All yours. And we're watching the rivers, making certain this won't be the last.
Lord Charon risks aiding my efforts in such a direct way. Are we able to compensate him at all?
Aye, with what gold we've gathered recently. It really means to melt down every last one of those Kronos coins we can get our hands on.
Oh, yes. Full grown. Okay. Should be able to head to the surface now. The pick.
Everybody at attention.
Lynn and Oros.
You're beginning to fill out that keepsake storage case, young one. Fine work, yet I must caution you not to collect just for collecting's sake.
The act of giving is its own intangible reward. Nectar sours when it's offered with impure intent.
Won't have impure intent on my damn trading grounds.
Very well. To the surface.
What are you doing on the surface, young lady? How will you survive? Surely you know your line is bound beneath the earth. Your strength is better spent against our foes down there.
fated princess feels her life force fade with every breath of surface air, her sole recourse is to return from whence she came.
What? Coinage. Lord Uncle. This isn't working. It's drawing strength from somewhere nearby. Return to Shadow now.
Just a moment. You traveled to the surface, knowing full well the fates decided long ago that those of your line could not survive there and would always be forced back to the underworld.
Their curse was palpable. I never intended to stay for long, just long enough to lend my relatives support. But it seems your sisters insist that I do no such thing.
Well, I don't see them around right now, do you? Incidentally, there was once an incantation that I happened upon, which was not intended for my eyes. But I now choose to think that it was intended for yours. Farewell.
Unraveling a fateful bond. I couldn't breathe. The way you can breathe out of water, so too could I breathe the surface air.
Greetings.
Thank you for visiting me last night, Lord Moros. So, hypothetically, if I were to complete a certain incantation that somehow loosened the grip the three fates have on my birthright, how angry would they be?
Please understand, Princess, that I am not at liberty to give advice on matters such as that, not even hypothetically. I trust I've been sufficiently direct in putting it this way?
In other words, we shouldn't be talking about this at all, and I assume all risk for my actions related to any potentially forbidden incantations that I've learned.
Yes, that covers it.
Good morrow.
Can I suppress my illness on the surface?
You visited the surface. I can't imagine that played out particularly well. At least you made it back at all.
It was draining. Even at night, something about being under the stars, I didn't know there were so many. It was more than I could take. You were right.
A lesson learned and an experience gained. The fates themselves do not want you up there. What shall you do?
I have an incantation to complete. I don't need to stay forever on the surface. I just need to hold on long enough to make it to Olympus.
Ah, then you seek to improve this aspect of yourself without rejecting it outright. I see how that may work.
It has to. Nemesis must have a head start.
Goddess, the Good Witch always figured you would make your way up to the mortal realm. Once you were ready and the situation called for it. Well done.
She warded the pathway there, until such time as I had the means to pass through. The climate on the surface is another matter.
Your underworld birthright stuff getting in the way? A curse, not just a blessing, it would seem. Well, if your witchery got you this far, surely it can aid with this predicament.
That's the plan. Which cards reflect my path? Sure. The Argent Skull. I know the fury in your hollowed eyes.
May we converse? Patience, young one. You were most brave to venture to the surface, and most foolhardy as well, debatably. Is there no incantation that could help?
I think there is, Commander. Except, it calls for reagents that can only be found up there. But how am I supposed to gather them before the incantation is complete?
Mayhaps just make a run for it, I don't know. So what if you can't stay long? Just grab what you need and get out of there.
It's not ideal, but...
I almost budged.
Can't right now.